Why do you hate Boston?
Because they racist as that's why. They will say anything, and it's fine. I mean, it's my life. I mean, I've been dealing with it my whole life. I don't mind it. Like, I hear it. Like, if I hear somebody like close by, I check them real quick. I move on to the game. Whatever. They're gonna say whatever they want to say. They might throw something on you. I mean, I got a beer thrown on me leaving the game.
You know, if police officers are supposed to accept that being shot at is what they signed up for, then surely being taunted and jeered by fans and having the occasional beer thrown on you is part of the job description for professional athletes.
Ladies and gents, a man who thought he did something and ended up making a fool of himself.
I would say he comparing apples to oranges, but at least them two things is fruit. This man comparing apples to tricycles. Both of these things red. NBA athletes and law enforcement, yeah, them two jobs, but they two different things, man. One is literally for entertainment and the other is for public safety. One of them you sign an oath for, the other one you don't. One of them is paid off of tax dollars and the other is paid off of ticket sales and jersey sales. And then none of the arguments this man made was a particular response to what LeBron James said about Boston fans.
That's where the comrade Conscious Lee does the damn thing to him.
And the ways of Boston Celtics fans is well documented going back to the days of Bill Russell, may he rest in peace, going to today. Education is elevation. I digress. Go on about your business, my boy. What's funny about all this is now, the same people that's making these arguments about the police is the same people now talking about defunding the FBI. Sometimes projection speaks loudly. You feel what I'm saying?
And he's got a point. Actually, he's got many. First off, let's go over a few things here. LeBron James did not sign up to get beers tossed on him. LeBron James did not sign up to be racially abused. If you think he did, you're part of the problem. Sorry to say it. Also this, well, if someone shoots at us because I'm a cop line?
Newsflash, buddy. That's exactly what you signed up for. Why do you think they give y'all semi-automatic weapons? You know what LeBron James didn't sign up for? Dealing with racially motivated abuse at basketball games. And the fact that you think that racism is just part of the job description for him is very telling, especially seeing as though you're a police officer yourself. And this is how you think? Okay.
Alas, fellow TikTokers are dunking all over this dude.
Here are a bunch of jobs that are more dangerous than being a cop. Construction workers, mechanics, installers, ground maintenance workers, miscellaneous agriculture workers, extraction workers, farmers, ranchers, drivers, truck drivers, iron workers, steel workers, people who work in garbage and recyclables, roofers, and there's so many I had to move to another part of the board. Aircraft pilots, flight engineers, loggers, fishermen, fishers. And just for fun, I'm going to show you the other side of the board where I've listed all of the jobs that are more racist than being a cop. Okay, and pause to read.
Well done, sir. Nate Sylvester has gone viral before. You see, Sylvester was fired as an Idaho deputy marshal because he made light of LeBron James weighing in on a shooting of a 16-year-old girl. In the video, the cop pretends to call James to inquire on his course of action as he witnessed a feigned knife attack involving a black perpetrator towards a black victim. He went on Fox News because of course he did, and he whined and cried about cancel culture when, frankly, he did it all to himself. Now, it may also be a shocker or not that Nate appears to be somewhat of a fraud. You see, he basically started a career as a talking head, using the, this got me canceled, and I'm canceled, but you can help. Listen to my podcast, read my book, follow my work. I'm canceled, brother. And you know how he did it? GoFundMe. The campaign, launched by Sylvester's friend Gannon Ward, initially had a goal of just $10,000, money meant to supplement at least a week's worth of pay for suspension from the marshal's office after Sylvester's TikTok went viral, and officials put out a statement declaring, this is not how we expect our deputies to act on duty or use city time. 3 days later, the GoFundMe had over $200K. Less than a week after that, over $460K, and it kept going. The GoFundMe changed many times with many different titles for said GoFundMe. At one point, they set the goal at $1 million. The Daily Beast wrote, no doubt, his indications that he plans to spread the wealth, so to speak, have helped the flow of donations. When I spoke with Sylvester earlier this week, I asked whether he had yet given the promised donation to the First Responders Children's Foundation. Well, no, he told me. For some reason, they're very hard to get a hold of, and they initially reached out to me when they found out that I was going to be donating a portion of that GoFundMe campaign to them. And then there was some brief correspondence between me and the foundation, but I haven't heard from them since. The writer for the Daily Beast then followed with this next paragraph. I got a hold of staff from FRCF in a few hours with relative ease and talked via phone and via email with spokesperson Dan DeMello. In a written message, DeMello told the writer that after Sylvester declared the proposed donation via the media, a member of his staff reached out to Sylvester and an enthusiastic exchange occurred. However, the agency has been awaiting his next move. DeMello would add, "We're hoping he'll come through on the donation because the funds would mean a lot to these children whose parents were lost in the line of duty." Sometime later, the writer followed up about charity donations. Good old Officer Nate? Well, he never replied. Sylvester was asked if he'll return to law enforcement. He recently told Fox News host Sean Hannity about job offers from other departments. And a 2020 Yale study indicated a significant number of cops who are fired are rehired by another department within a few years. But he believes he can do more to benefit the police as a citizen. All lingo for, this pays a lot better. So I'm going to stick to this route.